We're going to start diving into the Converse API from AWS Bedrock. This API provides a more consistent interface that is going to allow us to work with any models that support messages, so with chat models that we can pass a list of messages. We're going to continue using a line chain in order to build this application, so that way we can learn more about AWS Bedrock and line chain as well. So this time we need to import from line chain AWS our chat Bedrock Converse in order to create a new model. So first at the top, we initialize our client, our Bedrock client, and then here we are going to initialize the model that we're going to use. So we pass our model ID here. We're using the OpenAI open source model, and then we pass our Bedrock client here so we can execute our models on AWS. Then we use the LLM and the output parser to build a basic chain. And next we're going to prepare a list of messages. So basically we have a list, and right now we have two tuples that are going to be, the first one is going to be the system message. So we basically are setting up the persona of the model that we want the model to assume. And then we want the second message to be a user message. And this is basically the first question that the user is going to ask. So this will be for the system, and this is going to be the message that the model needs to respond to. Once we have our messages, we can have many messages here. That is a conversation back and forth between the model and the user. And we're going to grab those messages. We're going to invoke our chain. We're going to pass the messages there. And then we're going to print the results. So let's run this here. And we're just going to see the text, because the string output parser is going to just grab the response from the text from the response, so that way we can see it a little bit better. And right now we're not using streaming, so it might take a few seconds in order to generate all of the response, and then it sends back the text here. Like you can see, it took a few seconds and it gave us all of this information here. So it starts from all the way here. Amazon AWS Service is the world's largest and most widely adopted cloud computing platform. And then it goes into a briefly infrastructure information, core AWS services, why businesses use AWS, typical use cases, getting started quickly,